Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm 2T. This is YouTube of the Month. Already. What a fantastic September that was though. I must admit, I did call it, I did say it was going to be close. Obviously got the sort of the stats, the digits, the counts or whatever you want to call it. Well, anybody can go and count. As I said this before, there's no secret formula or anything like that. It's just very basic, just tallying up the scores. But it was an absolute belter of a month, I think, because it didn't let up. It did not let up. I must admit, I was expecting it to take. Usually, you get like the first two and a half weeks, and then it tails off. But fair play to all the guys involved. They really went for it. You know, what started out as a nice jovial kind of, oh, good luck, soon turned into absolute bedlam. And I think at one point Gas had messaged me and said, "What have I created? A monster."
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! In the name of God! Now I know what it feels like to be God! It's alive! It's alive!
But I tell you what, it was great to see the passion. It was great to see people wanting to win. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't personally think that anyway. But yeah, it was. I mean, in terms of like figures, it wasn't close. But in terms of the volume of people, you know, it was a massive turnout. Someone did win, you know, quite easily in that respect. But given the amount of votes and the frequency of which they were coming in, it could have swung, to be honest, quite easily. So. Yeah, I mean, across the board, everybody sort of did their bit, and again, that's kind of what I was hoping people would do from the off, you know, for some of the other votes. But again, it's not everyone's bag. Some people just like to sort of, you know, skim under the radar, whereas others like to get involved and, you know, and I don't know, blow their own trumpet, I suppose. But yeah, great stuff there, guys. Really do appreciate, you know, you sort of getting behind it. I think that's the right word. So anyway, after all that. From all them wonderful nominations from Gashead, who I think was literally milking to the last hour that he was YouTube of the Month, who won? Who won out of all them fantastic nominations? And I tell you what, any of them were above and beyond worthy winners. There's no doubt about it. I think everyone would concur with that. But as always, there could be only one.
There can be only one.
Some say he's my doppelganger. Others say he's a bus driver. We know him. That's the bug.
Look at these creases. Bloody creases. I'm supposed to be a YouTuber of the Month, and look at these creases. It's shocking. Really must learn to iron. YouTuber of the Month. Wow. So pleased, so happy about that. Chuffed. It was tough really, because I was up against my friends. I was up against 4 of my friends, and at the beginning of it, when we got into this sort of random banter chat, voting war, I kind of felt a little bit uneasy about it, but then I thought, no, it's just a banter, it's a bit of a laugh, and so we just roll with it, and I think we all did at the end of the day. I think we all roll with it. So I'm so sorry to Mikey Spaz, Into Ghost, JL76 Gaming, and Vinny Coloni. Yeah, like I say, 4 of my friends on YouTube, and I come out on top. But the good thing about that is that the CPC conquered the Specky boys. I'll calm down now. Anyway, so thank you everyone that voted for me. I appreciate it so much. It's quite an honour, to be honest. Again, humbled. I always am. I always say that. Yeah, I really am. So I'm not bullshit. It's not bullshit. So thank you very much. And here I am on Tooty's channel to nominate my choices for YouTube of the month for October. So here goes. I've set criteria here because what I've done is I'm going to take the YouTuber thing or the YouTube of the month literally. So I'm going by 3 criteria here. I'm going by their content and output over the last month or so. How interested they are to me. I mean, do they appeal directly to my core interests, i.e. 8-bit stuff, that kind of stuff, comedy, that kind of thing. And third one is that I wanted to avoid previous nominations and previous winners, especially of this year. I hope I've done that. So, with all the goodwill in the world, my 5 nominations. My first nomination will be Daniel Ibbotson, aka Slopes Game Room. I think his stuff is brilliantly edited. It's so polished. It's well written, well researched. He does some great pieces. They're amusing, informative, and they're just enjoyable to watch. I mean, it's like very professional, the stuff he does. And I can listen to Dan talk about 8-bit stuff and 16-bit stuff for a long time. I really do enjoy his work. So yeah, that's my first nomination, Slopes Game Room, and I believe he featured on he was a guest host of Retro and Lim recently as well. So my second nomination will be a gentleman who ever since I discovered his channel, I've mentioned him before in videos, and ever since I discovered his channel I literally watch every one of his videos because I think they're absolutely cracking. He does 8-bit and 16-bit comparison videos on classic games. Again, brilliantly researched, excellently produced, and that's Chinny Vision. And yes, he is a CPC fan, but unlike me, he kind of steps back from his bias. Now, I know sometimes I can, I know I can sometimes creep on my bias towards the Amstrad stuff. Chinny takes a back seat on that, and it's very good of him. He restrains himself from hyping the CPC too much, and balances games fairly between Spectrum and Commodore and Amiga, and they're great videos. They're brilliant comparison videos. I do like comparison videos. And he does it very well. He gets it very concise as well. Doesn't go on for a long time. And yeah, so I recommend him as well. He's my second nomination for Tube of the Month. My third nomination will be a new guy. He's relatively new on the block, but I find him extremely amusing. He's got a very twisted sense of humour, and he comes up with some really good ideas. And something that main reason why I'm nominating him is because he was in the Tubers High Score Challenge recently, and his wrap-up video, he did this comparison of gameplay versus the winners, his gameplay versus the winner's gameplay, which was me, it turned out. But the way he did it with the overlay of music and then the reaction at the end, I creased up. It was hilarious. I think he's got a lot of talent and he will go far in YouTube. So that's Retro Gamer Addict Lee. I am nominating him. Should have said that at the beginning, the Retro Gamer Addict bit, because the video's been playing in the top corner, hasn't it? Anyway, my fourth nomination is a young lady called Lydia, and that's Squid Gaming. And again, the comedy aspect of her is the bit that draws me to it. She's got a very funny sense of humour, surreal at times, uses cutaway gags. Her videos are generally comic in essence, and they're very short and concise. I like that because it gives you a quick sort of 5 minutes and you're smiling. She makes you smile, and again, it's all based around games. She does long plays as well. I think she does long plays. No, she does gameplays. That's what I meant to say. She does gameplay videos, and I think she's done a few unboxings. She does some special comedy skits, all to do with gaming and pop culture stuff, and it's really good. There's someone shouting outside the door there. It won't happen when I've got my new house. Anyway, so yeah, Squid Gaming, Lydia. She's a fantastic young lady. She's so funny. Yeah, check her stuff out. That sounds rude, doesn't it? I didn't mean it like that at all. You know what I mean. Oh, facepalm. Anyway, my final nomination is... well, it's pretty... I kind of was obvious it was going for this. I don't know whether he's been nominated before. I think he might have been maybe a couple of years previously. But full-on Amstrad fan. His channel's just all about Amstrad. I've got so much information and knowledge from him on top of my own knowledge about Amstrad products. And of course that is Al Zypho. I just love... I love watching stuff about Amstrad anyway. And he's so enthusiastic about Amstrad. And covers so much material, does long plays, full playthroughs of games on all the Amstrad formats, the 3 Amstrad formats, should we say. He's done special videos. He's done feature video, pick up live videos when he's been out and about and doing expos and stuff like that. Did a great little skit with the Oliver Twins, kind of mirroring what I did with my interview with the Oliver Twins, which was kind of ironic. But yeah, he's a great bloke, and he really is heart and soul Amstrad, and I love that because he's in there. It's just like me, heart and soul Amstrad. So yeah, those are my 5 nominations for Tube of the Month October. I'll run through them again because if you weren't listening, you probably were. I hope you were. Squid Gaming. I'm doing this completely out of order now. Squid Gaming, Retro Gamer Addict, Zypho, Slopes Game Room, and Chinny Vision. 5. I'm normally up doing the 4, aren't I? But I'm doing 5 this time. So there's my nominations. Thank you very much, everyone, for voting for me. I hope I can repay you with some videos on my channel. I will be obviously continuing doing videos. As well, and there's no foreseeable future I will be stopping anytime soon. So no bargains here. I'll be back on my channel, of course. I won't be hanging around on Tooty's channel. The moment this video ends, he's going to kick me off, and then that's it. Okay? But cheers, everyone. And I'll say, as always, Nova Bug out.
Well done, Chris, aka Sir Nova of the Bug. And again, well deserved in my book. Any of them guys, like I said earlier, were worthy winners. But fantastic stuff. And some great nominations there. So Chris is, he's kind of took it literally in the literal sense, YouTuber of that particular month for himself, and that's, like I said before, there's no rules in terms of who can and cannot be voted, and you can vote for the same person multiple days, and all that kind of stuff. As far as I'm aware, it's open season. Chris got some fantastic channels there. A few I've not heard of before, a couple that I do know and have already subscribed to. I will be going over to check them out. I suggest you go and check them out. And to the people that have been nominated, as I say every month, get it out there. Tag it onto the end of your video. I mean, by all means, if we can have the sort of passion that we had from last month, that'd be absolutely superb, honestly. I think it was nice to watch it unfold and just the sort of banter as well. So I think that really did encapsulate what I would perceive, this to sort of be about. But anyway, the 5 people that have been nominated, if you can, just like I say, send people over here. Time to vote for yourselves. Drop it onto an end of a video, suggesting, informing your subscribers that you've been nominated, and time to come over and drop us a vote for yourselves, or someone else maybe, I don't know. So it's completely up to them. Again, there's no rules in terms of you don't have to be in the retro scene. You can, if your auntie's into Bake Off on YouTube, she can come over and vote. I think, what did I say before? Eggshell collecting or something. Anyway, look, there's no rules. You can come over, you can vote. I just add them all up. That's all it is. My time is obviously actually running quite short now. To be honest, it's flown by. At first, it's quite daunting to think I've got to do 12. I think it works out as 13 episodes, 13 videos, because you've got to do YouTube of the year for the final year. So yeah, not long left now for me, and I can hand over this chalice to someone else. But anyway, enough about that. Get voting, check them channels out, and take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.